All right, today I'm better. Kara has the day off, and the lovely and very funny Tammy Pescatelli is our co-host. Woohoo! Go ahead, you can read the next one.
Hello. Plus, our friend Linda Dano is here, and she's going to be on Celebrity Ghost Stories this weekend, and she's telling us all about it.
Yeah, her house is, it's really haunted. I've been there. And speaking of ghosts, Alessa is on the road at a place that many people think is haunted. Can you guess where she is? Your day's about to get better, starting right now.
Right now.
It's better this way. It's better this way. It's better this way. Today.
We have a woman in the audience celebrating her 50th birthday today, and she has a crown on. What is your name, dear? Lori.
Oh, happy
Congratulations
birthday.
and happy birthday.
Wow.
She's got a tiara and everything. That's really, I will. I'll borrow it in March when I go to the
You
Big
know what's
5-0.
great about that is her husband gave it to her. I go, that'll be great for arguments.
Right,
When they
exactly.
argue, if you just put the crown on, the queen rules it, and so it shall be done.
So for people who do not know who you are, and I'm sure that's not hardly
lot
a
of
few,
people.
tell us who you are.
Well, I'm Tammy Pescatelli, I think, today, huh? Wife, mommy, comedian.
Yeah, now
That's
you've made a career out of being a comedian.
Yeah, so far.
Which I think is terrific because, you know, it's what I kind of wanted to do.
Well, you're very funny.
No, I chickened out. I said I need health insurance, so I decided to become a meteorologist.
Well, yeah, and now even if you wanted health insurance, you can't get it because the website's down.
The
so what
website
can
is
you do?
down. So, but you know, I wanted to be a comedian my whole life, and I said, let's do the weather because that's funny.
Well, it is funny because, listen, some places around, like how hard is it to do the weather in the East? Well, it might snow. Well, you're pretty much right.
And
you didn't have to go to all that school. I saw all your degrees. You did not have to do that.
oh, I get it, degrees. Is that a meteorologist?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes. Can I bury my head in this fake
Sure.
oven? Is that possible?
No, that's certainly not. This is real. Be careful. We might turn it on. So I'm always intrigued by people's career paths and how they got to their point. And you know, you're married, you have a kid, and you're a comedian. You're traveling over. We were talking about probably your biggest break. What do you think that was?
For me, it was The Tonight Show. I think I had never done, I'd been a comic 10 years, and then Jay Leno said, come on and do The Tonight Show. That went really well. That led to other things.
I have goosebumps for you. I cannot, what was that experience like?
Yeah, well, it was horrifying because it was my first time on television doing stand-up ever.
For
like
real?
I hadn't even done any of that other stuff like Comedy Central. So here I am on The Tonight Show, and Tobey Maguire is the guest, and which is great now because I have a 5-year-old. So whenever he acts up, I sit him down on the couch and go, watch, Mommy knows Spider-Man. Roll the clip.
Oh, that's perfect. That's awesome. That's a good boy. So you were you funny?
Yeah, I think so, definitely.
How
I
do
had
you
a good
know?
time.
Yeah.
Because I've been back about 6 times since, so I think maybe, possibly, and I have my hour special coming out,
Yeah,
so that's
tell us
exciting.
about that.
Well, you know, I was here last time,
Yeah.
and I was promoting that we were doing it in Boston. I bought all the tickets because I felt it's called Finding the Funny, and I think that every day something crazy happens.
I look at my stomach and I laugh. That's finding the
Well,
funny.
we've been talking about that. That's why I'm sitting up straighter.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
sit up
both
as
like
straight as
this.
possible.
Very good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's
There we go.
could we raise the counter just a little bit higher? Like pretty soon, it's just a here. So we filmed it in Boston. It'll be on Netflix next week.
Now, again,
November 1st.
it was supposed to be on Showtime.
Yes.
And then Showtime had some major problems with Time Warner.
Yes, they weren't in a lot of households.
Yeah,
in
they
Time Warner.
literally were pulled off the air for 3 months in major markets across the United States.
Right.
So now Netflix is apparently the way to be.
It is, and they're so great to comedians. They gave me like full autonomy. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more.
No,
I'm married. I told you, I never get full autonomy anymore. My opinion doesn't count.
You're
at home.
married?
Yes, I'm married. I love my
To someone
husband.
who's a little bit dumber than you are. You said
Oh,
that.
well, that's the smartest thing to do. You know that, ladies. That's the unspoken rule.
See,
That's the asterisk.
But now, and you talk about that. Does he know his place in your marriage?
Well, he knows his place in my act, for sure. I don't know if he knows his place in our marriage, but...
See, my problem was Paul was wicked smarter than I was.
Really?
And that's how
You
it
got to
ended.
get one just cute and dumb. That's
Yeah,
the best way to do it.
You know, it's very
And just
true.
dumb enough to love you enough that when you say that they're dumb, they don't care.
So when people see you and they know you're a comedian, do they just expect you to be funny?
Yeah, it goes either way. They'll think that, oh, wow, you're a comedian. How's that going for you? Well, you know, like,
Right. Well,
you should have asked me 20 years ago. Now it's great, you know. Or they'll want you to be funny right away. Or they'll say, don't use this in your act. I'm like, what kind of narcissist are you? Like, not everything is funny for my act.
Exactly. That's very fun. Now, are you a clean comedian, a raunchy comedian? Are you a...
Well, cover your ears, lady.
Well,
No,
no.
I'm not a dirty comic at all. I'm an adult, so we talk about
Yeah, we
adult
talk about adult
situations,
things.
right? I mean, there are adult things here that
Right.
you know, but yeah, no, I'm cleaner than 50 Shades of Grey. I'll tell you that much right now.
And speaking of 50 Shades of Grey, I was just cast as the lead.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Why do you laugh, audience? What's funny about that?
I think that's popular because women are tired.
Oh my God. Well, it's great to have you here.
Yeah.
We're very excited.
Thank you for having me.
You want to say any jokes or anything?
Not really.
No, you're
thank
just good.
you. I'm just excited to hear the ghost stories. And
Linda
Mitch
J-
Fattel is coming up, very funny comic. We'll let him
He's
take care of
standing
that.
right there, and apparently you know
Look
Mitch.
how beautiful he is.
Yes, so
He's
it's
very
good.
cute.
I'm
Ladies,
excited
it's
to
eye
see
candy.
a comedian interview a comedian. I think this is going to be great. So Mitch, I hope you're ready. All right, he's ready. But now the last time you were on the show, Linda Dano was the co-host because Alyssa
Yes.
was off, and now you're the co-host and Linda Dano's on the show.
Yes, and we became best friends.
She's terrific.
I haven't seen her since, but we're still best
Oh,
friends.
that's absolutely.
We're
Yeah,
all,
that's good.
you know, and I'm stalking her probably.
That's good. Well, wait till you see our house. It's in Ghost
Are we
Stories.
going?
Well, we're going to go there via video. We're on the road this Friday as well. It's Friday, thank goodness.
Thank God.
There's Alessa with her big head, the
That's-
biggest head we've ever seen. She's on the road today. Alessa, where are you?
I'm terrified. I have to tell you this.
She's terrified.
And if I
hiding.
wasn't so scared, I would be making fun of the size of your head, Scott. But I am at the Mark Twain house, and I'm not kidding. I'm white knuckling, grabbing onto this railing right now because I totally buy into all of this ghost stuff.
Yeah.
It's scary.
So this
I'm
is
scared.
This is a great
You've
place to
apparently
be.
never been downtown Hartford.
No.
Actually, I live there.
Well, then worry about what's real.
I just found out that 72,000 people come through this place every year. Last year, there were 72,000 people here from all over the world. Did you know that?
No,
You
I
should
did
be
not
more
know that.
worried about germs on that banister than ghosts.
Right now, I'm not afraid of germs. If this is going to keep me safe, I'm holding on to this banister. I don't care.
Now, Alessa, apparently it's Mark Twain's daughter who's roaming the house. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. She passed away at 24 years old of spinal meningitis, and we're going to hear all about that later on in the show, but that's just one of the scary stories that I heard, and we have some really cool pictures to show you of people who say that they may have seen her in the window
Oh, great.
and all sorts of stuff.
Who's your videographer today?
I'm with two really awesome guys. These are my favorite guys. Tony's here.
Hey, Tony.
He's shooting. Is this a cool shot?
Yes,
That's
it's
a
a
great
very cool
shot.
shot. Yes.
And Johnny D's here as well.
And Johnny D.
And they've left.
Two of
They've
our
left
best.
the building.
And
They're
the cameras
gone.
are on automatic right now.
The camera's on automatic. They've left me here by myself, and I'm hearing doors slamming.
All right, Alessa, we're going to check in with you in a little bit.
Okay,
All
bye.
Now you got to worry about your kid coming back as a ghost. It's not even, you worry about autobiographies and everything else. Now the kid's got to come back as a ghost. He still won't leave the house.
24.
You're supposed to get your kid up and out of the house. That woman
And then
still won't leave the house.
No, it's unbelievable. 24
Jeez.
spot. I've been to the Mark Twain house. Have you ever been?
I have not.
It is really a great landmark.
Can I take a raft to get there?
No, no,
Can I-
Tom Sawyer, you cannot. So we got this picture. Melissa Cole, one of
yes,
our
let's see it.
meteorologists here at Channel 3, she snapped a picture of her kids yesterday. They had to do a science center trick-or-treat thing yesterday. Her son Chad, who's normally a nice kid,
Look at that face.
look at the face on
Look at
this
that
kid.
face. Because even he knows it's a stupid costume. Look at him.
Even he knows.
He's like, look at this.
Yeah,
Look
but-
at this. And I got to talk to a bunny the whole time. If he wants a Playboy bunny, not some, this
I
kid
said
is
to Melissa, I
beyond.
said, does he like the costume? And she was like, he really loved it. I'm like, I think he's not telling you the truth. The best picture ever. I love it.
I was a raisin one year for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah, I know my mother forgot Halloween.
How did you dress up as a raisin?
That's just a garbage bag, a wrinkled garbage bag.
So you were white trash.
I was white trash. My brothers were. Speaking of white trash, please wait for our next guest.
Oh,
no,
my-
you know, no, and my brothers had their underoos. Do you remember underoos?
Of course
Do they
I
still
remember
have- do
underoos.
they
I still wear them.
underoos? Please stand
Oh
up.
no, I'm wearing granimals. Everything's got to
That's
match.
wonderful.
Yeah. Your worst, was that your worst Halloween costume?
No, one time I was my dad. I had that's not a lie. I wish I had the pictures.
How do you
I'll
be
find
your
them.
dad?
Oh, a baseball hat, a mustache, and a sweatshirt.
Okay,
No
that's
job.
kind of cool. Was he proud of the fact that you wanted to?
Who knows? They must have been drunk or something. They swear they didn't drink, but there's just no way. Like, those aren't like, now my niece, these are the parents. My parents bought my niece a Cinderella costume from the Disney store that probably cost $100,
yeah,
right?
more than a wedding
the
gown.
wig and the wand,
That's all. I had the
you
same
know,
outfit.
the clear hooker shoes. You
Yeah,
got those
I had them too. Actually, so my worst Halloween costume, third grade, dressed up as a cheerleader.
Nice. So you knew. So you knew.
Go figure. And Michael Hess and Robert.
What is this thing sticking? Do you see this? I have a giant.
It's not your real hair, so don't worry
That's
about
right.
it.
It's not. It's Kim Kardashian.
No, some of it is your real. Don't worry about it. It's fake. But Michael Hess and Robert, I can't remember his last name, but they mugged me. They knocked me off my heels, and my candy went scattering all over the road.
Aww.
And it was the best Halloween ever because I had scraped knees and scraped hands, and all the kids stole my candy. But then every mother on the block said, Scott Haney had a bad Halloween. You have to go and give him some of your candy. So I totally scored
Wait
that
a
Halloween.
second. Mike Hess?
Michael Hess and Robert.
Which camera is on? Which camera is my camera? Where are we? This one?
Yeah.
Michael Hess. And Robert?
Robert Feist. Robert
We're coming
Feist.
for you.
Yeah.
We're coming for you.
Yeah,
right now we're gonna start. We're starting walking to their house.
I wonder
right
where
now.
they are. I'm gonna have to go Facebook them.
I just hope they're not in jail because we'll be. I'm not coming then.
No,
That's the point.
That's you have children.
I have a 5-year-old that I
Has
know about.
Ever fallen out of bed?
Yeah, I'm sure that he has, but my response would not be what you're about to show everyone.
Okay, so our producer
It
Jamie
happens.
Callie hears some crying from her daughter's room, and she's like, oh, she's probably just having a bad dream. So she gets up to take a look. No, the kid has face planted herself on the floor.
Yes, which happens. But Jamie, instead of lifting her up, ran out to get her phone to take the picture.
Right.
That's Mother of the Year material right there.
I am not going to help you. I'm going to snap this picture of you.
Then she says to us, look at her arm, it's all kind of...
Look at her arm, it's out of its socket. And let me get the camera. Oh my God, and what kind of a housekeeper are you, Jamie?
That's insane.
Those blankets and everything? No, so
she was afraid
she's
of
like,
that.
I'm not gonna get
She was afraid of that.
Her daughter was asleep, but funny that they grabbed the phone now.
First,
and then they fix everything.
that's what she did.
All right, Tori Spelling, is she broke? Could
First
this
of all,
possibly be?
Maybe could be.
No.
She's got a gazillion kids. She's a Gosling,
But
practically.
her father was Aaron Spelling.
Yeah, but they were in a big fight. Now she wasn't fighting with him, but she was fighting with the mother. The mother had a home that had a gift wrap room. Do you understand? It was a room like they have at Nordstrom's or Macy's at Christmas time with all the different wrapping paper, and that's what the mother was working with.
So Tori is claiming that she's on a budget, she hasn't worked in a while, and that things are tough, and that she's not poor by any means, but they are on a budget now. Tori Spelling of Aaron Spelling. Can we go back to the photo for just one second?
I think she's just trying to sell another show.
It's the most unbelievable photo I've ever seen. It's Kara Sunland. I don't care what anybody's telling me. That is Kara Sunland.
Yeah.
So now I know why she's off today. Well, we wish her luck.
They got a big kid. They should make him work.
We are going to talk. We're talking about cool schools today. That wasn't that a fast A block?
Yeah, that was great. That's it. That's wonderful.
That's all we get to talk about.
Well, I'm halfway done with the show. That's
Mark
great.
Dixon is here. This week's Cool Schools. Take a look.
Yay, cool schools.
It is Friday, and with the academic year in full swing, we're back featuring cool schools across Connecticut. This morning, we were in Baltic at the Academy of the Holy Family, joined by Principal Tatora. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're honored to have you here, and so glad to have the opportunity to show the rest of Connecticut what the Academy of the Holy Family is like.
And in case you missed any of those segments, they're available on our webpage, wfsb.com, and want to present you with a certificate to signify your cool school status.
Woohoo!
All right.
Woohoo!
Ladies. Awesome. All right. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. We asked people to send in their pictures of their pets doing crazy things. Linda Dano says,
of course.
She says her dogs sing. This is Linda. I don't know if this is...
Wow, I think at least she doesn't have a lot of lint in her house. Because I would use those
I
dogs.
think Linda Dano might be losing it, and that these dogs are just plain old hungry.
They're really cute.
But what do I
They're
know?
really cute.
If you have crazy pictures or videos of your pets doing nutty things, just go to our Twitter page and use hashtag #BetterCT.
Or your kid, they're saying, Jamie, your kid fell out of bed. That's what they're saying.
And the arm is out of its socket. All right. Got a great show for you today. Now
I should hope so.
You're going to talk to. I might let you.
One
do
of the
this.
best comics in the business right now.
Really, Mitch. Mitch, is it Fatal? Fatal. I apologize, Mitch. He's at the Funny Bone this weekend, which is really in Manchester. He's in our studios right now. And Shannon Pappert is here.
Whoa.
She's going to be making some healthy Halloween treats.
That's great. I can't wait. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay with us.